Welcome back to The Rich Life. I'm your host Aaron.
And Michaela.
And today we're going to be talking about Chris Hemsworth. But before we do, don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of your favorite celebrity content. Now let's get to it. Chris Hemsworth is an Australian actor and model who has a net worth of $130 million. Perhaps best known for his role as Thor in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Chris Hemsworth has carved out a noteworthy presence in the film industry as one of Hollywood's top leading men. He's proven his range and versatility as an actor by taking roles in various films that challenge him to surpass his superhero persona.
Chris Hemsworth was born on August 11th, 1983 in Melbourne, Australia. Chris has two brothers, one older and one younger. At first, Chris Hemsworth grew up exploring the famous Australian outback, living by cattle stations near the desert among buffalo and crocodiles. His family then relocated back to Melbourne, where he attended high school. His family subsequently moved again to the Northern Territory and then to the Phillip Island. Chris Hemsworth began his acting career with a variety of appearances in Australian television shows. This included roles on shows like The Saddle Club, Neighbours, and Marshall Hall. Chris Hemsworth took a major step forward when he auditioned for a role on Home and Away, a major Australian soap opera. He eventually booked a reoccurring role and appeared in 171 episodes. He left the show of his own accord in 2007. Although Home and Away added to Hemsworth's notoriety and provided him with the time he needed to fine-tune his acting abilities, tackling Hollywood was an entirely different challenge. Those involved in the American film industry were generally unfamiliar with Australian television, so Hemsworth was essentially starting from scratch. His breakthrough came when he took the role of George Kirk, James Kirk's father, in 2009's Star Trek, a role that had been previously declined by Matt Damon. Although Hemsworth only appeared for 5 minutes in the film, it was enough to make many people curious about the up-and-coming actor.
He garnered attention for his role with his superb acting abilities, and he'll further be appearing in Star Trek 4, which will be released later on in 2023.
That year, he followed up his early success with a role in the film A Perfect Getaway. In 2010, he booked another role in the film Cash. At this point, many were predicting Hemsworth would soon become a Hollywood A-lister. And they were right. Hemsworth's biggest role yet came in 2011, where he played the role of Thor for the first time. Hemsworth was instantly on the radar as far as Hollywood was concerned, and he reprised his role in the films like The Avengers, Thor: The Dark World, Avengers: Age of Ultron, Thor: Ragnarok, Avengers: Infinity War, and Avengers: Endgame, and now Thor: Love and Thunder. Hemsworth has experienced considerable success outside of the Marvel Cinematic Universe as well. Films such as The Cabin in the Woods, Rush, and Vacation have won Hemsworth critical acclaim.
Hemsworth also appeared in films like Red Dawn, Black Hat, In the Heart of the Sea, Snow White and the Huntsman, The Winter War, Ghostbusters, and Men in Black International. Around 2018, it was announced that Hemsworth would star in 2 more films, Extraction and Thor: Love and Thunder, which just came out. Another interesting movie which was recently released on Netflix though is called Spiderhead, where Chris plays an evil scientist, also starring Miles Teller from that new Top Gun movie. In 2019, Chris Hemsworth launched a fitness app called Center, focused on how to train, eat, and live better. For his role in Thor, he had to get in extreme shape as he did by being on a strict diet himself. Chris Hemsworth's personal trainer reveals a bunch of facts about his workout plan. Xochi has Hemsworth in the gym 5 days a week lifting heavy weights, and he says, for the last Thor, we stuck to a regime of push-pull. It would be split into 5 days. Push for a chest day, pull for back, legs, shoulders, and arms. Now, for Thor, he had to gain about 20 pounds to play that character. Thor is a character that's meant to be muscular and strong looking, as characterized by the famous comic book writer Stan Lee in his comics. He's the god of thunder and lightning who always possesses a hammer, and he never backs down from a fight. To play the role of Thor in the Marvel movies, Chris Hemsworth was asked to gain at least 20 pounds of muscle mass in order to become a perfect fit for the role. As mentioned, he does have some other brothers, but him and his brothers are actually a trio. Chris Hemsworth has 2 brothers, Luke, who's older, and Liam, who's younger. Both of them are 2 in show business. He is the middle child among them. Luke was the first Hemsworth brother in the venture into acting. Later on, Chris and Liam followed him in his footsteps. Each of them has set their life on a unique path to make it big in Hollywood, or at least the big street. Hemsworth has an infamously famous uncle. The movie Crocodile Dundee was based on Chris Hemsworth's uncle, Rod Ansel, the Bushman. He was an inspiration for the movie. Whether or not that motivated him to get into film in one way or another, it's tough to say, but it's still a notable fact. Now Chris is also good pals with his co-stars. Chris Hemsworth is very close to his Avengers co-stars. Of course, it's obvious due to the chemistry and relationship he shares with all of them. For him, actors like Tom Hiddleston, Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, and Robert Downey Jr. are just like family to him. He got close to them during their time on set together while shooting. Chris Hemsworth has even stated that Tom is a member of the family and that the Hemsworths have basically adopted him as one of their own. Now Chris is a quick learner. Only a few people would know that Chris Hemsworth is actually an impressive dancer. Moreover, he is a great student and a quick learner indeed. He was even a contestant on the 5th season of Dancing with the Stars, Australia, with his partner, the professional dancer Abby Ross in 2006. Now, while Chris is into everybody, he really adores genuine people. Chris Hemsworth does not want to be flattered by his co-stars or his fans. He wants people around him to tell him exactly how they think and that his work and performance should not be intimidated by his star profile. Now, with that being said, he's not the biggest fan of paparazzi. Some stars don't mind paparazzi and even keep moving along their way. Some of them even like to be followed by the paparazzi and being clicked consistently by them. But Chris Hemsworth finds it bothersome if he's surrounded by paparazzi while trying to get to have some quality time with his wife, his 3 kids, and his family. He's very protective and doesn't want to be approached by them at all while he's on vacation or living his personal life apart from his profession.
In 2010, Chris Hemsworth began dating Spanish actress Elsa Pataky. That year, they were married. They later had 3 children and relocated from Los Angeles to Australia. Chris Hemsworth enjoys some of the biggest salaries in Hollywood. 2013 alone, Chris Hemsworth earned $58 million thanks to the roles in Rush and Thor. Between June 2016 and June 2017, Chris earned $30 million from his various endeavors. Between June 2017 and June 2018, he earned $65 million. Between June 2018 and 2019, Chris earned $75 million, giving him the rank of 24th on Forbes' list of highest paid celebrities. In 2013, Chris paid $4.8 million for a home in Malibu's Point Dume neighborhood. The seller was fellow Australian icon Paul Hogan. Just 3 years later, Chris sold his home for $7 million, which was actually $500,000 above asking. Back in Australia, Chris reportedly spent $15 million constructing a large mansion in Byron Bay, New South Wales. Today, this home is worth an estimated $30 million. This property, which sits on 4 acres, features a 160-foot rooftop infinity pool. Elsewhere in the house, they have a 2-lane bowling alley. They spent a reported $500,000 on landscaping alone.
So this house consists of a giant wall mural, 6 bedrooms, although I'm sure there's room for like at least 20. A personal gym, a spa, a media room where you could watch your favorite movies. This place looks like a real resort aside, okay? In November 2021, Chris reportedly paid $15 million for a 1,000-acre property in northeast Tasmania, and the property has 2 miles of oceanfront view. He has an Audi Q7, which is $72,000, a Cadillac SRX worth $35,000, a Cadillac Escalade valued at $66,000, an Acura MDX $45,000, and you know what, I'm pretty sure he has other things that we don't know about, but we're gonna figure out for the next video. But you let us know what we missed in this video below. Are you a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe? What is your favorite Marvel movie? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget, my name is Aaron.
My name is Michaela.
And thanks for checking out The Rich Life. We'll see you soon.
And my favorite Marvel movie is Thor Ragnarok.
Okay, mine is probably Spider-Man and I haven't even seen it yet. I haven't seen it. Make a suggestion of what I should watch in the comments below.